Welcome everybody. Hello. We have English class, grade 9, unit 3, be fit but be safe. So today we have period number 3, page 30. Let's start with our lesson, grammar. We today will talk about comparative and superlative adjectives. Number 1, for one syllable adjective we add er to form comparative and est to form superlative. Note the before the superlative and put the before the superlative. For example, when we have big, with the comparative we use bigger than, with the superlative the biggest. Dark, darker than, the darkest. And here we have an example: big, ball, bigger, and the biggest. Be careful when we use comparative. We use a comparative to compare between two people, two things, or two people or two things. And be careful when we use bigger or when we use the comparative, we have to put than. So we cannot say bigger, we have to say bigger than. And also with the superlative, be careful to the. We cannot say biggest, we have to say the biggest. Now, number 2, for 3 or more syllables, always use more and most to form the comparative and superlative. For example, positive, for example, creative, it becomes more creative than, and superlative, the most creative. And number 3, some adjectives end with the consonant letter Y, change Y to I and add er or est. For example, busy, busier, the busiest, merry, merrier, the merriest. Okay, now number 4, adjectives end with the single vowel and single final consonant letter. So double the final consonant and add er or est. And the example is this: thin, here it's end with consonant, n is consonant, and preceded with vowel. So in this case, what do? We double the n, it becomes thinner. We double n and we add er, double the final consonant and we add er. And also here, thinnest, okay, we double number n, we double n and we add est. Also we have here fat, we double t and we add er. With the superlative we double t and we have est. Now number 5, when the adjectives end in e, just add r for the comparative and the superlative. For example, wise, it becomes wiser, just we add r, and wisest, just we add st. Simple, it becomes simpler, and simplest. Number 6, irregular comparison of adjectives are compared irregularly. For example, good becomes better. So here we change the word, we don't put er only, we don't put more, we change the word. Now, again, one syllable adjective, for example, fast become faster than, the fastest, fine, finer than, the finest, hot, hotter than, the hottest. And 2 syllables words, for example, polite, more polite than, the most polite. Easy, because easy is just 1 syllable, okay, although it is easy, so we put it with easier than, the easiest. Narrow, narrower than, the narrowest. Simple, simpler than, the simplest. And before we finish this, everybody, here we have equatives, and with the equative we use as. So between as I have to put the adjective as it is. As fast as fine, as hot as polite as easy as narrow as simple as. Again, we continue. If we have 3 syllables, long adjective, for example, interesting, it becomes with the comparative more interesting than. So don't put er, we put more. With the superlative, we put the most interesting. What about equatives? It becomes as interesting as. Can repeat again. With the irregular form, for example, good becomes better than the best, as good as. Bad, worse than the worst, as bad as. And the negative, for example, stupid. In the comparative, I said stupid than. We don't put anything. And with the superlative, the least stupid. Okay, comparative and superlative adverbs. With the adverbs, everybody, be careful. How to form comparative and superlative adverbs? We make comparative and superlative adverbs using the same rule as the comparative superlative adjectives, but here with adverbs ending in ly. So you must use more to form the comparative and most to form the superlative. For example, quietly adverb end with ly. How many syllables? It has more syllables. Okay, when it is more syllables, I use with the second part, it is more quietly than the most quietly, and slowly, more slowly, the most slowly, seriously, more seriously, the most seriously. Now, example, the teacher spoke more slowly to help us to understand. Another example, could you sing more quietly, please? Yeah. Comparative and superlative adverbs. Number 2, with short adverbs that do not end with ly, comparative and superlative form are identical to adjectives. Add er to form the comparative and add est to form the superlative. If the adverb ends in e, remove it before adding the ending. For example, hard. Hard is adjective and adverb at the same time. So adverb hard doesn't take ly to be adverb. So in this case, we treated it with as it is one syllable. Hard one syllable, so we give it er and est. Fast also one syllable, give it er est. Late also one syllable, give it er est. Late, later, latest. Fast, faster, fastest. Hard, harder, hardest. Example, Ali works harder than his brother. And example, everyone in the race ran fast, but Ali ran the fastest of all. Okay, comparative and superlative adverbs also. Number 3 now. Number 3, if we have adverb with ly, now the adverb irregular comparative. Irregular comparative. For example, bad, it becomes badly adverb, while far the same, little the same, and good becomes well. And all the comparative superlative the same as the adjective. Badly, worse than the worst. Far, farther, farthest. Little, less, least. And well becomes better, best. For example, the little boy ran farther than his friends. You are driving worse today than yesterday. He held the best of any players. Now, page 30, we have exercise number 1. Read the examples. Number 1, he usually the fittest boy in the team. He usually the fittest boy. This is comparative or superlative? It is the superlative. We have the and we have est. Number 2, the most important match of the year is on Saturday. So important is 3 syllables, so we put the most. It is superlative. Number 3, you should take things more slowly. Slowly is adverb, okay? And why? Because here we have action verb, so we put the adverb slowly. Now, why do we put here more? Because slowly is 2 syllables, and when it is 2 syllables, we put more. Number 4, I am much better than I was. Okay, so what is the verb here? The verb is and what is we put adjective, not adverb. So I am much better than I was. Better is adjective, and we use it with the comparative because here we have than. Number 5, you are not doing the best you can. Here we have adjective. Why? Because we have the verb is are, and here we have the superlative with good. It becomes the best. Number 6, you are not as strong as you think you are. Here the verb is are, and we have as strong as. As strong as, we put the adjective as it is. Please run around the beach as fast as you can. Now run fast here, adjective or adverb? It is adverb. Why? Because we have the verb run, action verb. So when we have action verb, we put adverb. When we have helping verb, we put adjective. Look at the example again and take the best way to complete the statement. Number 1, when we compare things with short adjectives, we usually use est form or more, most forms. Of course, with short adjective we put est. Number 2, when we compare things with longer adjectives, we usually use est forms, be, more, most forms. Yes, more and most forms. Number 3, when we compare action with regular adverbs, short or long, regular adverbs. Now these take what? ly. We usually use est or more or most, because regular adverb we put ly. So when you put ly, it becomes another syllable, so we put again. Number 3, when we compare action with regular adverbs, short or long, because short and long, okay, 1 syllable, so we usually use it with arest. But number 4, we use the irregular form, better and best, for just adjective good, or both the adjective good and the adverb well. Of course, both of them. And number 5, we can use the form not as with both adjective and adverb, or with just only the adjectives, of course with the both adjective and adverb. Thanks for attending, everybody. Have a nice day and see you later.